Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bojan Bogdanovic.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Watford out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Russell. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Q. And it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
Now here's James. Against Miami, he was really on his game.
I'll tell you, that's a nice job by LeBron to keep that ball safe and secure on his way to the cup.
Here's Russell. Johnson outside. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Kicks it out to Johnson from outside the arc. Reddish grabs the rebound. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Heat.
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch. Love seeing the desire that comes through when a team knows they have to turn it up to pull off the comeback.
Here's Q. And he also played really well in that win against the Heat. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Kept alive. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And the 3 off target. Here's Watford. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time.
I love that Cam Johnson is looking for the best shot available. What a pretty pass.
James a screen on Thomas. Outside, James. Here's Q. Pass to Davis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
Russell sets a screen for Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas outside, and the Nets another 3.
Never shy about letting it fly. Cam Thomas, folks.
Here's Q. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Q. It's hauled in by Claxton.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night.
First team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, number 10. 1 shot.
Free throw good from Q. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Pass to Watford. It's Thomas on the wing. Shoots from 14. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Thomas got 7.
That mid-range is where Thomas may be his most effective and confident.
Reddish. Rebounded by the Nets. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season. To the paint, here's Watford. Here's Russell. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
You know, to me, it's huge when D'Angelo gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
A nice shot by Q.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Russell kicks to Thomas. Drops in the tray. He's got 10.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Q. He's guarded by Thomas. LeBron outside. Pass to Q. LeBron is screen on Thomas. Q passes to LeBron. And the dunk by James.
Fierce. That is what I would call how he came off that pick and roll situation. LeBron wins once more with his aggressiveness.
Now, here's Thomas. He had 15 points last outing. Johnson's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
LeBron, no good. Nets leading by 4. Right wing. Here's Russell. Thomas trying to break loose. And another shot. There's the triple. Reeves with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Q passes to Davis. Now, here's Reddish. Still without a basket. Here's Q. Thomas covering. A nice shot by Q.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Johnson outside. Pass to Thomas. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Down low, here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
Russell with it. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Johnson gets the bucket.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Q passes to LeBron. Here's Q. He's guarded by Thomas. Pass to Davis. Brooklyn with the rebound. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Now, here is Russell, following the miss by Anthony Davis. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Williams, he's checked in for Trend in Watford.
Number 8.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's Q. He's got 7. Driving the lane. Off target at the rim. And Thomas has it in the corner. And Davis pulls it down. Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Pass to Q. And the rejection by Claxton. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Hachimura, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Number 28, Rui Hachimura.
Here's Q. Thomas covering. Here's Q. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Claxton finds Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball.
Red. Make it sweat a little, all right?
here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Q out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward spot. That's the Laker 5. Lakers trail by 12. Here's Q. Pass to LeBron. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
That's about power, that's about control, and that's about LeBron James and the ability to have touch inside.
Now Simmons, 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. The Lakers shooting about 42% so far. Here's Q. He's guarded by Melton. James absorbing hits on the drive.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Simmons looking it over. Poke loose. Melton passes to Sharp, takes the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Q, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Melton. Reddish, he's checked in for Hachimura.
Coming into the ball for your Lakers. Number 5, Cameron Reddish.
Davis with a screen on Melton. Q's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Outside, Bogdanovich lets it go with a three. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Davis sets a screen. Ball's knocked loose. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
A jump ball has been called.
James, the pass to Q. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Q's got 10 points in the game.
Now, the very definition of unselfish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Melton. Makes it off the glass. Melton's got his second basket of the night.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And stolen by Melton. And they're running. And he uses the glass on the layup. Melton's got 4 points this quarter. Lakers trail by 9.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take, leaving him out there.
His 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Reeves against Simmons. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside Williams. Simmons sets a screen for Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And James pulls it down. Lakers trail by 5. Q passes to James. And stolen by Sharp. Inside. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's
what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And they double up Simmons. On the wing, Melton. Nets passing it around. Outside, Simmons. In the corner, it's Melton. The three-pointer, no good. LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Q, guarded by Simmons. Basket counts. Now it's just a three-point Nets lead.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Melton passes to Simmons. Goes up the baseline. Pass to Melton. Davis with some nice D. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-6 run. Q passes to Reeves. Brooklyn with the rebound. And Simmons kicks to Melton. Simmons against Reeves. And that one's good. Simmons got his first bucket in this one. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Q in their last matchup against the Heat was outstanding. He scored 45 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Let's get an update now on Trendon Watford. What's the status, David?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn. Looks like he's got plantar fasciitis, and because of that, he can't put any weight on that foot right now. Unfortunately, he's going to be out for a while. This is an injury that takes some time to heal. That's tough news. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Reddish, great pass to set up the lay-in.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Q passes to Davis. Now, here's Reddish. Here's Q. 21 points in the game. To the middle. Taken away by Williams. That's tipped. Pass to Melton. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Vanderbilt's checked in for Davis. Hachimura comes in for James. Konecki's checked in for Reddish. Christie subbed in for Austin Reeves. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Good on the second free throw. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Thomas gets the bucket.
When Cam Thomas gets going, folks, he can get as hot as anyone in this league.
Hachimura, the screen. Here's Q. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Looking now at some numbers for Anthony Davis.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. Both free throws good from Q. And here's Russell. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. The shot by Williams, no good.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Here's Q. He's got 24. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Thomas inside, defended by Christie. Christie with the rebound. Lakers trail by 7. To the inside. Here's Q, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Q's got 26 points.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. There's Russell with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
Nets leading by 3. Russell passes to Claxton. Outside, Russell. Thomas against Christie. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go. Thomas, that's good. 20 points for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Q. He's guarded by Russell. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
A tight game here in Los Angeles. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Thomas. Lakers with the rebound. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And the Nets shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Williams kicks to Johnson. Nets passing it around. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Plenty of space. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
43 seconds left here in the second. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
That one drops. He ties it up. The Nets making a switch here. Ani's checked in. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Russell. Pass to Claxton. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Claxton. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Clippers. The rebound by Q. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. That one falls. Connects, got his first points of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Nets trail by 3. The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He's off on the first.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Here's Q. He has 30. The shot will not fall. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Lakers lead by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So, Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously, first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised me. Then you, Shaq.
There's no way I'm after Ernie.
Shaq, if you want to be better, you can be.
And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know if they can keep this up, though, Kenny.
Yeah, it's hard to hit threes at this pace for a whole game, but hey, as long as you're hot, keep taking them.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What can you say? Q, an impressive effort here today.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Now, here is Russell. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Reeves the pass to Q. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Lakers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
For the Lakers, number 10, 2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Thomas got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nets.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Here's Q. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Lakers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
That free throw good from Q. Both free throws good from Q. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Russell with it. Defended by Reed. Pass to Claxton. Outside Thomas. Lays it up off the glass. Thomas got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
There's Russell with the three, and the Nets another three.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Screen by James. Q passes to James. Good on the shot. LeBron's got 12.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Russell with it. He's got 6. Pass to Thomas. No good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
A nice shot by Q. Q's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Claxton. Johnson, the pass to Williams. Back to Johnson. The 3 ball. Lakers with the rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to LeBron. Over Thomas. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Nets lead by 1.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Q passes to Reddish. Outside, James. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's Williams with the drive. A 15-footer. Johnson's shot is off.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Here's Q. 37 points for him. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in. And the rejection by Claxton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Russell sets a screen for Thomas. And there's the foul. It's on Q. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Thomas. 28 points for him.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
Here's Q inside. Davis, 6 to shoot. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Thomas kicks to Williams. Back to Thomas. At 3 off the mark. Lakers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Davis with a screen on Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Q's got 39.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Thomas kicks to Russell. Outside Thomas. Screen by Claxton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Davis with a screen on Claxton. Q passes to Davis. Here's Q. He's got 39. Kicks it out to James. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. LeBron's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. Brooklyn's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Pass to Thomas. Here's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Nets trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Claxton against Davis. Claxton a screen on Reed. Here's Russell. That one's off, still out of sync.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Legendary dance team on the planet, your Laker Girls.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Bogdanovich has checked in for Brooklyn. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Russell. Here's Melton. 7 points in the game. Pass to Thomas. And he drops it in from the low post. Thomas got 30 points.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
To the right side. Hachimura against Williams. Now here is Hachimura. He's guarded close over Williams. Hachimura, no good.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Hachimura. They get it back. Outside for Thomas. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Thomas got 13 points in the second half.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second.
The Nets with the lead. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Q out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. Here's Bogdanovich. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Doris, it doesn't matter what team he's on, Bojan Bogdanovich is a professional scorer.
He is, Kevin, and you love the fact that he fits in seamlessly wherever he goes. And the reason that he's able to do that, effective as a spot-up shooter or shot creator, high IQ, and now we've seen that you can start him or you can put him off the bench, and he's going to be effective no matter what.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Q passes to Davis. Hachimura kicks to LeBron. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Davis sends it back. Here's Q, and that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, the passing skills on full display. LeBron James once again orchestrating like a maestro.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Simmons against Reeves. And Simmons kicks to Williams. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Out to the right wing. Here's Q. He's guarded by Melton. LeBron passes to Reeves. Here's Q. 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reddish is checked in. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Nets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Gets it to go. That one good from Melton.
Ben Simmons, a guy who will find you if you are open. You love his setup ability.
Driving inside.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Pass to Bogdanovich. And here's Melton. Simmons sets a screen for Melton. 4 on the shot clock. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. They now take the lead. 49 points for Q.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Johnson, he's checked in for Williams. And so it's the Lakers with it. It's a one-point game. Screen by James. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Davis with a screen on Melton. Q, and that one is hammered home.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Cameron Johnson.
It's the Nets now. They trail by 3. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside, Bogdanovich takes a 3. The rebound by Q. Q's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Sunday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And for that game against Miami, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
That's good from Q. That one misses.
You know, he didn't get them all, but they'll be able to breathe just a bit easier with the 2-possession lead.
Simmons with it, defended by Reeves. And Simmons kicks to Melton. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Drives to the hoop, hits it again, wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Nets trail by 3. And here's Melton. Pass to Bogdanovich for 3. The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Bogdanovich. Cameron Thomas comes in for Melton. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Ben Simmons. And Thomas over to help. Reeves in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Russell. Counted good.
So creative with the basketball in his hands. You can see D'Angelo Russell's understanding improving over time. That's nice.
Next foul, Cameron Thomas. His 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
The first free throw is good. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for the Nets. Both free throws good from Q. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Thomas. Claxton with it.
Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Davis dishes to James. Shot clock at 6. Here's Q. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
His fourth personal foul, the fourth team foul.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Q. Here's Melton. Russell with it. Outside Thomas. Back to Russell for the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Here's Q. And another one.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right. 3 times. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Johnson outside. The 19-foot shot. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Johnson. Thomas got 35 in the game.
Well, Thomas's role is to score, and he knows it and stars in it. He's doing work.
Melton with the steal. And there's the foul. It's on Q. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
His 3rd personal foul. The 4th team foul.
Here's Thomas, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now just a 3-point Laker lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Davis. Good defense by Claxton.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Russell high post. Pass to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And he'll get a head of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. Here's the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 6 assists now in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Thomas. Shoots the 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 4. Out to the wing. Down low. Here's James. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Russell. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And taken away by Johnson. Melton against Reeves. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Williams is checked in for DeAnthony Melton. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's Q. He's guarded by Thomas. Q passes to James. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. James has got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Nets have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Pass to Williams. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. Outside Williams. Over Reddish. And the Nets miss again. Lakers leading by 8. Here's Q. Screen by James. To the middle and stolen by Russell. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
That's his first personal foul. 15.
No good on that one.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Zaire Williams at the line.
And the second free throw, good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Nets trail by 7. Up top, Russell, guarded by Reddish. Pass to Williams. Claxton, a screen on Davis. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Back to LeBron. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Burnett shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Thomas, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Q. Claxton covering.
My goodness, how quick off his feet is Nick Claxton?
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by James. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Thomas, no good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And it's Davis with the jam.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Thomas got 42 in the game. Here's Q. Thomas covering. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Q. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.